Hi, Sagittarius Rising. Let's talk about this Saturn Neptune conjunction. It's a big one. New 36-year cycle around building structures around your dreams, figuring out how to clear out old energy and bring in new energy at a really, really creative point in the zodiac. So very exciting. And it's been a lot, I think, or a lot for me anyway, in the last few weeks, months. So I'm hoping this is a turning point and a new beginning. And for you as a Sag rising, this energy is showing up in your fifth house in your chart. And your fifth house is the house of individuation. It's the house of creativity. It's art and business and like taking risks. It can be like romance and affairs and that kind of thing. It can also be about, just taking risks or gambling or adventure or like doing, getting out and really stepping into your power in a really amazing way. In your body, the fifth house can be related to your heart. So, as we're dealing with big energy, just make sure if you've got any heart issues or any heart concerns that you go straight to the doctor, you take care of that. I'm not saying that'll come up, but just so you know where it hits in your body, your heart, your back in general, any of those places. You might need to shift something in your routine to step into this new energy, because it really is very much about like dissolving things that aren't working anymore in order to step into some power that is working. Something in your Aries, the Aries part of your chart, which is always your fifth house, it needs to be loosened and dissolved in order to build these new structures to let you do whatever is the next part of this chapter. I don't think anything's going to happen like right in around this time, but this is definitely a seeding moment where you are able to step into whatever the next chapter looks like, whatever the next 36 years is meant to bring for you. If you were around in the late 80s, there might be some rhyming energy around what was happening then with what's happening now with this energy. That's the last time Saturn and Neptune came together. Last time they came together in Capricorn. So it was a different feel, more structural feel. This time it's in Aries, at 0 degrees of Aries. So creativity, innovative, pioneering in your fifth house, which is creative, innovating, and pioneering. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say about how you can best step into this energy. We are using the Wandering Star Tarot today. All right, let's see what Spirit brings for you. Interesting. For your opportunity, you get the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is very much about loss and about like not having what you need. And so as an opportunity, that's interesting. I wonder if the opportunity is for you to go to a place where you feel like you don't have enough, or where you feel like you're not you don't have abundance, or you don't have security in that. And so this is interesting that this is in your fifth house, and we're getting a card of like the opportunity is to feel some loss. I wonder, with Five of Pentacles, typically, the person in front, in the foreground, feels some loss, but behind them is something beautiful, some structure. And so I wonder if what this card is saying is that you may feel alone right now. Like maybe you don't feel strong enough to take the risk, or you feel like you can't do something alone. You can't step into that next power alone. Maybe the great romance hasn't shown up yet. But there's something behind you. There's something. Turn around and look. You're not alone. You're not doing this by yourself. I didn't mention fifth house stuff can also be pregnancy and children. And so maybe that's something that's coming up for you. But there are resources. There's resources there, and the opportunity is like not to sit in that feeling of loss and feeling of poverty, but to engage your resources and see what else is out there and available to you. All right. The challenge during this time, my old friend, the Eight of Swords, I get this one a lot. The Eight of Swords is about being in a cage of your own making. So I wonder if there's something about this feeling of loss that's because you have put yourself in a box in a way that makes you feel confined. And the challenge is to let yourself out. Like this is, like you have put these parameters around. You have set these rules, you have set these standards, you have said, this is the only way it can happen. And I think this is saying, is it? How do you step out of this? How do you really you know, the Eight of Pentacles is, or the Eight of Swords, sorry, is a structure. How do you dissolve that structure? So there's a challenge to dissolving that. That's scary. I mean, it's hard to do. It's definitely like not the easiest energy, I think, but I think there's just this invitation to say, like, you do have resources. You don't have to do it the way you've always been doing it. Whatever the longing of your heart is right now, you can do it differently. See what happens with that. All right, advice from the universe. You, my friend, got the Page of Swords. Pages are the new learner, the beginner's mind, and this is very much beginner's mind kind of energy. Swords are ideas. There are new ideas coming to you. There's new information coming. So I just, you know, be still, be quiet, listen, see what comes up, see who comes up, see what kind of energy is available for you to engage with and to embrace. There's something new, obviously. That's what all this energy is, but new information, new ideas. Sit in your beginner's mind. Be creative. Think about how to do it differently. Don't focus on the way it hasn't worked before. Think about how to do it differently. I pulled a modifier card just to see if I got any more information. And interestingly, you got the Ten of Swords. So you got a Page of Swords and a Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords is about endings. Like, something is ending. There is a piece of you that is done. And I think, you know, maybe you're hanging on to that tightly. Maybe you're not ready for it to go, but it's time for it to go. Sometimes that happens. It's time for things to leave before we're ready to let them go. So I feel like there's something that's ready to be done, and the invitation is not to hold on to it, not to feel like you're losing too much of it, to untangle yourself, to sit in beginner's mind, to learn new things, to step out and have a new adventure. I hope that helps, Sag Rising, and I'll talk to you soon.